guys, it's been a while. You know, I took a little break from talking about gacha for a bit, but now I'm back for a whole video. Quite a bit has happened in my absence, so I've come back to guide you through this community of dookie kids come and cringe. I could have worded that a lot better. Anyways, here's a quick recap of all that I've covered and missed in my absence. Well, let's start from the beginning. Gamers Nation was a YouTuber I talked about a year ago whom as of recently, 2 months ago, entered the spotlight of criticism. The biggest video criticizing him was Nani's, which from what I can tell, she was the last to talk about the gamer.
Why is no one talking about this? Are you I can't. Please.
If I seem mad, I'm not. I thought it would be funny! After all was said and done, Gamers Nation got terminated. Not for long, a few weeks later, his channel got reinstated. And after he returned, the reformed and enlightened gamer made a video saying that he wasn't gonna clickbait anymore.
But I'm not gonna keep chit-chatting about this. All I'm gonna be saying from now on, the sexual thumbnails are gonna be gone.
Happy ever after, right? Unfortunate. Next we have Jellobug, who would essentially make censored porn on her community tab and make hypersexualized stories that fetishize rape. Oh, and by the way, these were mainly being seen by minors and were aimed towards them too. And I criticized her for this. A few months later, that same video where I criticized her received a false copyright strike. And according to the 5 heads at YouTube, it was done by none other than yours truly. Which was probably one of the most retarded things I have ever seen from YouTube. Because it was clearly done by Jellobug, who can't even correctly fill out a DMCA takedown notice. You know, YouTube's ape-brain and incompetence really shouldn't surprise me at this point, but yet, it always does. After a while, the video got reinstated thanks to my boy Lofts. Oh, and how could I forget? Jellobug got falsely terminated by a group of JoJo fans who I can assume couldn't get their fix of the shaft gobbling, so they resorted to falsely taking down a 12-year-old's channel, and then doxing that 12-year-old, along with doxing a man-child.
Come on, man!
Next on the agenda, Devi Senpai. Who cares? Gacha sex? Pretty much dead at this point. Looney, or as I like to call him, the Pied Piper of Hamelin, because he attracts rats and kids. In my video about Looney, I talked about how he's an irresponsible developer and a cartographer because he's probably a map himself. But as of recently, Looney announced on his Discord full of children that his mental health is at 0%. Along with that, asking what is even the point if kids are just gonna complain and doxers are just gonna dox. To which, after insinuating to his audience of children that he's a little suicidal, you know, like a responsible adult would do, he proceeded to cut himself and masturbate in the corner of his room using the blood as lubricant. Which I learned the hard way that blood doesn't make for a very good lubricant. But since Looney is an edgy masochist who believes children are responsible adults, in more ways than one, he'd probably say something along the lines of, "The pain is such a sensation, man!" Well, Looney, since you're feeling down, how about a nice 12-year-old? Yeah, that pretty much sums it all up. Before I continue on to the next point, there's something I simply must address. When it comes to the gacha community, there are different types of gachas? I don't know what to call them, so I'm just gonna call them gachas. You know, kind of like your dad who tries too hard to be cool. Anyways, there are different types of gachas, and these gachas are more divided than the quiet kid's parents. And that's quite a restraining order. I wasn't kidding when I said I was gonna be your guide. The gacha animation division, content-wise, is probably the best path someone could take making gacha life content. Or I guess Gacha Club now. Which isn't saying much, but when you break it down, it's still the best one. They take more time and effort than normal gacha content. I would add creativity to the list, but they're animation memes. These aren't regular memes, these are animation memes. Which means then it's just gonna be an edgy video of a poorly animated character dancing to music or something like that. The main difference between your regular memes and your animation memes is that, well, the animation memes aren't funny. They're called memes because if you ask someone why they like them, they couldn't give you a response. You know, I personally, I just don't get the appeal. I feel like an old man, and yet I'm not even old enough to get paid on YouTube. I mean, there's barely any animation and it's never original. Just look at it. It's always a good thing to see made with Cum Master. And it's DDLC, which means this video is like, what, 3 years late? Well, the animation was better than the last one, but you know, it's not all bad. There's a channel that goes by the name of Milk. Bruh, how do you even say that? You got like 3 vowels at the end of your name. I'm too dyslexic for this crap, man. Anyways, Millie is a gacha YouTuber, and is probably the best one out there. And is one of the better animation meme YouTubers out there as well. Which, once again, isn't saying much, especially considering the competition. Wolfitchu could take a few pointers here.
I'll take you to the moon and back, backseat of my Cadillac. Start out slow, then play it faster. I'll fly you out to paradise. Take a hit and close your eyes.
Okay, alright, listen. The animation, it's good. And compared to other animation meme YouTubers, it's very good. But what is with the camera? I feel like I'm watching 2016 Berserk. Unlike Berserk, at least the animation is good. I feel genuinely sick watching this, all due to the camera.
I'll take you to the moon and back, backseat of my Cadillac. Start out slow, then play it faster. Out to paradise. Take a hit and close your eyes. I know that you fantasize about.
Millie, have you ever heard the phrase, less is more? When it comes to your camera work, you should probably follow that advice. Too much of something, even if it's a good thing, is still too much. When it comes to being the worst division of the community, I think gacha parodies take the cake. They are objectively the worst. Now, I'm not talking about people parodying gacha. No. I'm talking about gacha tubers parodying other crap. And I use parody in pretty big quotations. I don't even think you can call half of what is made parody. First off, we got the memers. These are the type of kids to walk into school with a big Chungus t-shirt on while listening to the USSR anthem. They essentially take vines that are older than the earth itself and recreate them inside gacha. It's as bad as it sounds.
Fucking hate Miss Thomas, dog. Man, what did Miss Thomas do? She's gonna give me an A- on the test. Bitch, I got a fucking E. If you don't get—
It's pretty much content theft, as they don't really add anything worthwhile. They're just taking the vines and making it into gacha, which makes it even worse. Because now, you can't even look at the video without wanting to gouge your eyes out. It's so easy, a toddler can do it. Matter of fact, I'm sure some of them are toddlers. They're so bad, and they somehow make the vines less funny than they already were before. How is that even possible? I mean, the kids in the comments don't seem to care, but they probably don't even realize that the jokes that were being made weren't even done by the creator. Then there are the YouTuber edits, where they take a YouTube video from a YouTuber and then make it gacha, which once again is essentially stealing content.
Mary, do not try this at home unless you have asked your parents first.
This is gonna be kind of hard to get undone, so I'm just gonna try my best.
400k views? Why do I even try anymore? And then we have another side, which isn't quite as bad, but it's still just as unfunny. We have the anime gacha parodies. Popularized by famous and notorious developer Looney, or as I like to call him, Donovan, for no particular reason. And that's not even a parody.
You think God stays in heaven because he too lives in fear of what he's created?
I got black, I got white, what you want? Hop outside a ghost and hop up in a fan on.
No, this may not be the worst part of the community, but I gotta say, it's pretty darn close to being it. This is what Gacha is most known for.
Benjamin father, Tiffany. Mommy. That's a MILF I ever seen one, dog.
Oh, and by the way, this section also includes Gacha Life music videos, which aren't the same as Gacha animation memes. Anyways, I'll take some popular Gacha story tubers and look at their more popular videos and give a rating out of 10. Because out of 10 is better than out of 5, and out of 100 is overdoing it. Each video will get a starting score of 5 out of 10, and points will be given and taken away dependent on whether they do something right or wrong. I'm gonna blow my brains out after this. First off, we got the Cum Master watermark in the top right corner. And then we have MC shoving a crap ton of exposition in our face, which isn't lazy story writing at all. And a show not tell method definitely wouldn't have worked better. What does that even mean? Holy crap! What is this sentence breaking? It's so bad because no one talks like this. It's not even just a one-time thing. It happens throughout the entire video. Your mother sounds like a genuine piece of crap. You're gonna give me a stroke. Retarded protag and retarded writer, -2. Oh wait, we can't do that because that would be 0 out of 10. And I can't do that because we at least have to have 1 point for effort. How does this even have well over 3 million views? We're not watching any of the other parts. I would take away another point for grammar, but we already hit rock bottom 38 seconds in. There's not even a point in watching it anymore, so I'm just gonna speedrun the rest. Since I've already seen the video's ending, I've just gotta say one word. What? You clearly recognize her as being your sister at the end, but for some reason you can't hear? You are utterly incompetent, and the fact that this video has well over 3 million views completely baffles me. You have a worse memory than a Rocky. Seld. Dude, what are you even saying? Alright, I think we're done here. Next video.
Okay, let's pour this bad boy.
You know how time flies when you're having fun, like playing a video game? Well, this garbage was so boring that time slowed down. For a 4-minute long video, you really feel those 40 minutes. Anyways, let's get started. -2 points for if for your brother business trip, and for the fact that this scenario makes no sense. Why would your whole family, except for you, be going on your brother's business trip? Not even your dad's business trip, your brother's. On top of that, why can't you go? Are they having a sausage party or something? I mean, you're already crashing another. But even then, that doesn't work either because your mom is going too. Wait, oh. Quick question, why did your mom drop you off somewhere where there only seems to be boys staying at? It's kind of rude to be disturbing time with the boys. Holy crap, they just kind of dissolved out of reality. I guess it's an effect from their teleportation, which gets revealed that they have teleportation later. It's kind of stupid. This entire scene. Hi, Bird. I wish I could take off more points, but we already hit rock bottom a while ago. Also, are we just gonna ignore how powerful mind control is? You could take over the world with mind control, doing whatever you want with no consequences. But alas, all this guy does is jerk off all day on the weekends. I would also give this a 1 out of 10 just from this conversation alone. I mean, look at it.
Oh yes, do you guys have any powers? Yeah, I could teleport, shapeshift, and read minds. Same!
Yeah, I can hibernate and do mind control. I can pretty much turn anyone into my willing slave, but I choose not to.
I can shapeshift and I have wall hacks.
The color of my eyes change based on my emotions, so my eyes look like an RGB keyboard. Epileptics can't make eye contact or they'll have a seizure. Also, I have x-ray vision. People call me a doctor.
Baba Booey. Baba Booey. Baba Booey. Baba Booey.
Trust me, I wish I knew too. It's also some sort of gacha trend too. So, MC comes home after school, I assume, and then main character's mom, says you've been bullying someone. And for that, you're gonna act and be treated like a baby.
No.
And then after that, they go off and get plastic surgery to make her shorter. Now, I am not a doctor, but I don't think that's quite how it works. After 3 minutes of main character's mom abusing the protagonist, we find out that MC didn't really bully anyone, and her mom got her confused with her evil sister. Then main character turns into a ninja and kills them both. 110. Yeah, I don't know either. What confuses me even more than these videos is the fact that these videos have well over 1 million views. I didn't expect perfection, but you know you're doing something wrong when an anime about ping pong can outdo you both story-wise and entertainment-wise.
You cannot have a protagonist without desire. It doesn't make any sense. Any fucking sense.
Y'all are off the freaking goop? Other than the animation memes, I don't see how this many people could possibly think that this is good. Perhaps it's because the main audience of gacha is like 6 to 12-year-olds, and their frontal lobe hasn't quite developed very well yet. But I gotta ask, how many drugs do you guys take to make these kinds of videos? Anyways, I get a good amount of people in my comments telling me that some of the gacha content is good, but not being horny doesn't equate to it being good. As I predicted, the overwhelming majority of gacha is pretty garbage. Of course, it's my opinion that it's bad, and you know, objectively it's bad too. Yeah, y'all need to get off the drugs and get on the goop. I'm SteveDender, and I'll see you later, virgins. And remember, the NSA is watching you.